Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Saints versus Vikings NFL Week 4 matchup on Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. Here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day at sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. To find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab, and while you're there, be sure to use the discount code 15OFF. That's 15OFF. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases at sportschatplace.com and pickdawgz.com. But let's get to this one. We've got the Saints taking on the Vikings. We've got a 9:30 a.m. Eastern time start. That why because this one is being played in London. It's the first London game of the year. I believe it's at the Arsenal Stadium, not at Wembley Stadium, where a lot of the games have been played in the past. I think there's been some games at this stadium as well. All these English stadiums seem to be nicer than the next, right? Pretty amazing things going on there. But the Saints and the Vikings make the trip across the pond, and certainly both these teams in need of a win. The Vikings, are 2-1 on the season, and when they've been good, they've been good, and when they've been bad, they've been bad. And it's been when Kirk Cousins was in the spotlight once again is when he was bad. Kind of when he's flown under the radar, that's when he's played well. Meanwhile, for the Saints, oh man, that opening weekend, they got the win against Atlanta. That was a nice comeback win that they had. They were trailing basically the entire game. But then, we saw it from them the following 2 weeks. It hasn't been pretty. The injuries are starting to mount in New Orleans as well. And without Taysom Hill in the lineup, boy, did they suffer last week in Carolina, losing against the Panthers as a 2.5-point favorite. The Saints are a 2.5-point dog in this one, and as I said, with the game being in London, they lose that home field advantage of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, or Caesars Superdome, or whatever they call it these days. I still call it the Superdome. But anyways, they lose that advantage of playing at home inside that dome stadium. But with a 17-game schedule, they still get a bunch of home games this year. The Vikings, of course, they play in a dome as well, which is a great advantage for them. The thing about this one, though, is that this is a lot about adjusting to the conditions, to the circumstances. And I just think that neither of these quarterbacks are really very good at that. To me, it just seems that the Saints are a little bit too banged up for my taste. And really, that's what this all comes down to. While it's an early game, so it's, there's going to be a lot of betting action on it. Probably not going to see a lot of action from me, but the action that you get is going to be on the Vikings, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they show you just how often the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.